together. Get your tickets now and be a part of this historic season. For event and ticket information, go to huskers.com/tickets.
Having diabetes doesn't have to ruin your new year. Join a Nebraska-supported program like Living Well with Diabetes. You'll learn how to manage your symptoms, feel more confident, and reduce stress about your diagnosis. Search Nebraska Living Well with Diabetes and click on the DHHS Healthy Living Programs page to learn more. Paid for by the Nebraska Department of Health and Human Services. Aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
In every office, there's two types of people. There are those who bring in bagels and those who eat the bagels that someone else brought in. Everybody likes the first person. Be that first person. Weekday mornings at 7:30, you have a chance to win a business box of bagels from Bagels & Joe. All you have to do is shut up, Sipple. 2 questions for you, 2 for Sip. Win, and the bagels are yours. Lose, well, you don't want to lose.
You lost Monday, you lost Wednesday, you're a loser.
Shut up, Sipple. Weekday mornings at 7:30, brought to you by Bagels & Joe.
Coming at you live from the heart of Lincoln, America. This is What's Brewing with Chancellor Brewington on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Here is your host, Chancellor Brewington.
All right, welcome in. What's Brewing with Chancellor Brewington. Harrison Arns on the ones and twos. We got the host, as always, Chancellor Brewington, streaming in. And again, quick programming notes here. Hopefully we get up for you guys. We do have UConn and Creighton playing. I'm trying to get that one up on the brick and mortar for you. It's 29-37 just before the half. And like I said, hopefully we get that second half up for you guys, as well as this would be another solid win under Creighton's belt as they're 24th ranked. Of course, Nebraska beat them earlier in the year. So ironically, you're actually rooting for the Blue Jays at this point to continue to boost up their record. With that being said, house cleaning out of the way. 402-464-5685 is the Sergeant Heyman text line. Host is always Chancellor Brewington. How's it going on? I'm not going to lie. It's a crappy Tuesday night, just weather-wise. But how's it going?
I'm good, man. I'm in Utah right now. I'll be back in a couple of days. But
maybe wait.
Maybe wait. Is it snowing? That's the question.
Yeah, it's starting to snow. We're about 7 inches by the end of tomorrow, is I think what we're estimating. They canceled schools already for Omaha, Lincoln, and our intern Jackson just informed me. I think UNL's canceling classes as well. So.
Oh boy,
it's going down.
Oh boy, get your hot cocoa, man. But I'm doing good. I hope everyone out there is doing good. I can't wait to be back in the studio, of course. But I got to handle some business real quick. How you doing, Harrison?
I'm good, man. Finally got the haircut. I was looking a bit mangy there.
Yeah,
like a mutt. Not even a cute mutt. It's like one of those mutts you find in the alleyway that you just feel bad for. So, no, I feel better. Got the fresh cut, and weather's rough. Week's gone smooth though, so I'm not going to complain. Life's good. How about yourself?
Man, I'm doing great. I am doing great, man. We talked about yesterday, Harrison. We talked about Luka. We talked about how he's going to fit, and I didn't realize. I guess when we were talking, I didn't realize how long it's kind of been since he played. And you saw him. If you watched last night, I think he had finished with he only played like 20 something minutes, 22, 24. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he had I believe he had 14 points, like 5 assists, 5 boards. Looks like, he's still getting in the thick of things, like still, his body's still getting acclimated to game speed and stuff. But you saw some interesting stuff. You saw, first of all, a transition element to the Lakers that stay consistent. And I think that's something that LeBron wants to do. And I think Luka is such a similar player to LeBron, to where it's like, the up court or the long outlet pass or the baseball pass, he did one of those to LeBron, but his eyes are always thinking transition, always trying to get someone involved. He got Jackson Hayes a couple lobs, so I would say it's beneficial to have another guy with LeBron that kind of plays that unselfish but also killer basketball, where it's like, yeah, I'm going to pass the ball a bunch, but when I have it going, I have it going. And I think that's going to help out LeBron, especially, LeBron's playing really good right now. We talked about it yesterday, but I mean, the way he's able to score is just something we've never seen. And it might be the same type of noise that we've been talking about, but it's so necessary to talk about it because it's like, we've never seen this. But it's the way he's scoring, the consistency. I mean, on the defensive end, I don't know how consistent he can be at 40 years old. And that's one thing, I heard the announcers talking about last night with Luka is the consistency on the defensive end. And they said, when he turns it on, and gets a challenge, he's a lot better defender. And they've said that he's become a better defender. He's become a better defender as he's been in the league. As time has went on, he's gotten better. And I think sometimes when you're that, you can apply it to anything, but when you're the top dog, right, in your field, your organization, your team, whatever it is, this doesn't have to be with sports. You don't really have any, you have a couple people, but you don't really have anyone testing, your position, right? Meaning your, position, rank, authority, all that good stuff. All of a sudden you transfer somewhere, you move jobs, you move locations, and all of a sudden you're not really the top dog in a sense, and that, they're looking to someone else for whatever it is. And now I feel like Luka's, and we talked about it, but I feel like Luka's really going to learn a lot. And not only basketball, outside of basketball, nutrition, all these different things from LeBron. I don't see a scenario, Harrison, where Luka's game goes down. I just don't. I don't know how it would happen. Logically, it just wouldn't make sense to me. The only thing I see is Luka's game steady rising and probably taking a really big jump. He's already a smart player, but you get to play with one of the smartest players there ever was. So, yeah.
Yeah, and he's 40, and he's still just balling out. You ever listen to the Jeff Teague podcast at all? One of the funniest players I've ever heard.
Yeah.
So he was telling the story, and keep in mind, he's a Celtic. Jeff Teague is a Celtic at this point in time. Wearing the Celtics uniform. He's not buying into Luka Doncic at all. He's saying like, no, he's not that. He looks crazy, blah, blah, blah. And ET's with him, and he's like, no, I swear, like, if he's going to go and hit this game winner, it was Evan Turner, who was the coach at the time. They were like actually losing their mind over the prediction from Evan Turner because he kind of saw it in Luka about how good this guy is. And he's like, whatever that X factor is that Jordan had, that Kobe had, that I'll give it to you. LeBron, maybe not so much. LeBron he has it. And there are moments where if you let him get within striking range, we've seen it in the playoffs enough, and it does warrant a little bit of concern the more I watch the Lakers because they're on a nice little streak here. Now you had Luka. That guy's a finisher. LeBron will keep you in the game, and Luka can finish games for you. And I think that's probably the most underrated thing that I'd probably acknowledge about this whole trade is the Lakers have an official closer now in Luka Doncic. Like, we've seen it enough what he does in the playoffs. You get that guy within striking range, he's going to make you pay for it just about every single time. We can go on this conversation, out of shape, yada, yada, yada. Doesn't have the work ethic. Like, all that stuff, toss it out the window. I heard that same crap about Jokic. Like, I'm just not buying it. You don't get that good with being like that lazy. You can argue a little about conditioning, things like that. But he's a good enough player that he's gonna be huge for the Lakers in the playoff runs. And that's kind of the thing where I'm intrigued. You're a Lakers fan. End of the game, who do you want taking the last shot? I want Luka, being honest.
Well, what scenario are we talking about? And who's hot and who's, at this point of the year and at this point of the game?
It doesn't matter. 2-3, 1 point lead. Like, you just need to get a bucket.
But there's so many factors that go into, okay, what's the pace of the game?
Not really, though, good? Because, like...
No.
Yes.
It factors in 1,000%. Because think about it. If let's say all of a sudden Austin Reeves is shooting 6 from 9 from 3 that day and has 35 points. At the end of the day, maybe
giving it to Austin Reeves. Just saying.
No, you drop a play where Braun gets an isolation. Maybe Austin Reeves in the corner. He can drive and kick. We've seen that.
That's a one-off. You're talking like Tony Kukoc. Those are like very unique one-offs. But they're
not. No, they're not. Danny Green, Ray Allen, Danny Green again.
Okay, yes. But how are those actions? What started the action? You gave it to your star player to make the decision. And the decision was, I'm going to kick it to the guy I trust. But it started with you gave the ball to LeBron. And LeBron made the decision to give it to Allen.
But was the shot for LeBron? The decision was for LeBron.
Okay, the better way to phrase this, who you giving the ball for the last possession, who do you want running the operation?
Okay,
Whether they're gonna
who's
shoot
running
it-
the okay, who's running the operation, and is there a backside play getting drawn up for someone too?
There always is in the NBA. There's going to be something backside for a bailout. And that's kind of what I'm saying with the Ray Allen was drawn up for sure. Some of the other ones, though, Kukoc drawn up. A lot of the ones like the greens, a lot of those are just like off actions. And it's if they're going to completely sell out, that's going to be wide open.
Yeah,
So-
I mean, if you say Luca, wouldn't be mad. I mean, that's a top 5 player. If you say LeBron, wouldn't be mad. I mean, in my eyes, you can make an argument he's still a top 5 player. So it's like there's this strange dynamic, and I think it's going to reveal itself. And I really think it's going to be game dependent and field dependent. And I don't even really think it's going to be. I think it's going to just be them at the top of the, at the wings or adjacent top of the key, and just them, if they like the matchup or they kick to the other person. And like, I think it's just going to be like that. I think they're going to play really well off each other. Because I think a guy like Luca, I'm thinking about a guy like Luca, like who guards a guy like Luca? Probably a similar player to LeBron. But the thing about LeBron is you have to account for his physicality, right? And I think Luca is more like, okay, I'm a stick probably one of my, based on matchup wise, especially with the Lakers, probably one of my guards that defends well, right? Or a small forward, but usually I would probably say my small forward for LeBron, right? And it's going to be a matchup problem. I think they have like a real like 3-guard system with Reeves, Luca, and LeBron. And so I think, end of the game, I mean, Bron and Luca in a pick and roll situation, I mean, that's pretty disgusting. And I don't know what you do.
That's probably the scariest thing of what they're going to be able to dial up with these pick and rolls, because it's one of those things where what is LeBron shooting 3-point percentage wise too? Like, even if he decides to pick and pop, Luka's good enough going downhill. And I think LeBron's probably close to maybe shooting 40% from 3. I don't think I'm far off of that. He's right around that margin. And on top of that, I can't help myself. I just want to play this clip that was from the Celtics game yesterday. I'm going to share my screen here because it's just disgusting. This is LeBron James at the age of 40 and Chancellor Brewington. I'm sure you've seen this dunk that I'm about to display right now from LeBron James. What the hell is that?
That's ridiculous. That's what that is. That's not. He needs to. I don't know. I don't know if they do drug tests, but I think they need to do something about that because that's not human.
Yeah, and stuff like that. And this is why the Lakers are scary. Like I just saw that the other night, and I'm like, there's no way. This guy's 40 years. And then just going through some of his games here. I believe in the Warriors game, he dropped 42 points. He had 17 rebounds. That was February 6th. 42 points, 17 rebounds, 8 assists, just short of a triple double. I mean, I don't even feel bad about it. Like, LeBron James is, I'll tip my cap. This guy, he continues to amaze me. I really thought he'd slow down. That dunk over the Celtics might have been one of the craziest things I've seen at that age. And it's gotten to a point where I don't even know if people fully appreciate what's happening. And I say that still thinking Michael Jordan's the greatest of all time, but you cannot deny this is just unreal territory that LeBron James is hitting. And that's why you add Luka to that. LeBron James can still go win rings. I'm not buying that he's washed, not even close to it yet. He's just going to retire when he wants to. I shouldn't say certain. What's your odds that the Lakers make it to the championship and actually win it?
Yeah. So here's the conversation. And I think we're gonna look back, at least the Laker, and I think NBA in general. I think it will be this big of a story. But the conversation, because we had to talk about Dalton Connect, right? The trade fell through. Like,
it got rescinded.
Williams failed the physical with the Lakers, right? So, you add in Dalton Connect, right? You retain him, I should say. You add him to this guard heavy team, this really lengthy guard heavy team, right? You got, I already talked about Luka, but Rui kind of plays that power forward, but also kind of that wing feel. And Dog Connect will add depth there. You got Vanderbilt there, really good defender, long guy. I'm not sure about Cam Reddish. I don't know if they still retain him too, but I know Connect for sure. Okay, so my question to you, and we'll get to it. We'll lead up to the peak question, which is the championship and playoff runs and all that good stuff. Do the Lakers get worse?
No. And Cam Reddish he is a Hornet now. He did not. He made it through the gates. Williams.
Okay. He made it through the gates. Okay, so Cam Reddish made it through the gates. He's a Hornet, but okay, so you're concluding that no, they don't get worse, they get better. The question is how much better. So whose individual performances does it depend on mostly, would you say?
It's got to be Luka, right? Like he's got to be that guy. And that's the obvious.
Yeah. I think Luka, and I think a guy like Austin Reeves or Connect or someone's going to have to be a real third option here. And I think the role players, I think you have some unique role players that can
do you still have Rui Hachimura?
Yeah. That's their starting lineup is, I believe right now, is Austin Reeves, Luka, LeBron James, Rui Hachimura, and Jackson Hayes. So I mean, that's not a bad lineup. If you say, okay, can this lineup win you some games? I would say maybe. And then I think you look at the next three guys coming off the bench. I think you got Markieff Morris, I believe.
Yeah, Markieff Morris.
Now I would say
as well.
Gabe. Yeah, we have Lakers fans have problem with Gabe Vincent. I mean,
Jarrett Vanderbilt, Max Christie.
But I really think it's Connect, Vandy, and Morris. I think those are three guys, and I think Sprinkle and Gabe Vincent. And then we just signed a center. What's his face?
Yeah, did you get Christian Wood, or has he been there for a while?
No, we waived Christian Wood and got Alex Len from Sacramento.
He's I don't hate it at all. I love those centers on cheap 1-2 year contracts that.
Yeah, we talked about it.
That's like Zubac, what the Clippers have had forever. Like Zubac, that's one guy that I could not believe the Lakers were willing to give away. Lakers
should not have gave him away.
No, he's a perfect center. Like it's weird with centers in the NBA because you almost, depending on if you got a superstar at the forward position and a superstar at the guard position, like you don't have enough cap space to have a superstar at the center position. So you want to find the guy that's never going to be good enough to demand superstar money, but good enough to take adequate money. But they're still in good service there, so they're not going to look elsewhere. And that's kind of what the Clippers found in Zubac. Like he's never going to be this all-star, but he's on a great deal for what he provides. Like you are getting more than what you're paying for every year with a guy like Zubac. And that's why I never fully understood the Lakers moving on from him so quick. Maybe it was just a salary cap issue trying to fit that in. Of course, you got Anthony Davis, but like still a great backup big. I guess that's probably what it was. You're not going to pay for that as a backup. So I guess I can't bash on the Lakers too much, but looking at it today, getting a guy like Alex Len, that kind of fits that Zubac tree. So that's a good move from the Lakers.
Yeah, I like it. And I think it adds depth at the center position. And, whether you play small or, want to go a little bit, lengthier bigs, and, you kind of, the small guard matchup, you kind of win that one. And I think you'll consistently win that with Luka and LeBron. I think Austin Reeves will be an interesting one because, I mean, you throw your point guard on him and all of a sudden now you got your 3 or your 4 on Bron, and that'll always be a mismatch. I mean, till the end of time. So I think the Lakers are in a good position. I really do. I think after All-Star break, being able to get a little bit more acclimated going into playoffs, and if they can hit like a little bit of stride moving forward, like right before season end, them getting into more, I would just say playing more as a unit, playing in harmony, having fun. That's what LeBron's teams that have, or just teams in general, really, that win, especially at NBA level with such a tight knit group of guys. I think the team chemistry, the harmony, I think that translates over to the game, and especially the Lake Show, man. We talked about it. One of the biggest markets. You got Boston, You got the Knicks, of course, and you got the Lakers. And the Lakers are forever going to be the biggest market. You just added one of the best players to the biggest market. And so you can only imagine the type of attention that's going to bring. So the guys have opportunity to feed off of energy. And I think personally, I think they're going to end up probably top 4 in the West, could push to 3, depending on what Rockets do. Are they staying consistent?
I think Rockets will fall post All-Star break. I do think the Lakers probably make a strong push to sit themselves right, just to make sure they're way out of reach of that play-in.
Because if Luka gets hot for a 10-game stretch, or that 10 game is crazy, but just play some real consistent ball. LeBron does too. Their games mesh together. It's like they have some synchronicities. When Luka plays good, it's not like this flop where I feel like LeBron and AD always had. It was like all of a sudden LeBron plays good, AD plays bad. AD plays good, LeBron plays bad. It's like, I think the stat was when they score above 70 points, they're undefeated. And so like if they can find a way to get that, whatever the number is for Luka and LeBron, if they can get that number and the guys around them can make threes and play good defense, I don't see why not. They can make a run. I mean, the West is really young right now.
Yeah, and the craziest part about that statement is like when those guys score 70, they're undefeated. Like, it's not even that hard to think. Like, yeah, I can see Luka consistently getting 35 and LeBron putting in his 30 plus some free throws. Like, it's not even that hard road to imagine. Like, that's how great those two players are. I'm still not entirely sure if the Lakers got Luka Doncic or if they were gifted Luka. Like, that, to me, the whole thing is just still so bizarre.
It's bizarre, yeah.
And like, if we're being real about it, it's entertainment. The entertainment was losing money, or I shouldn't say losing, but it was certainly gaining a lot less money than before. And this is a surefire way, a guaranteed way, considering you all share revenue, to make sure that everybody's revenue goes back up. So again, I don't know. That's all speculation. But to me, it's just like, if you're the Mavericks, I still zero idea why the hell those guys would want to do that. Brewing, we got to throw it to break here. I'm going to ask you some trivia on the other side. I don't want you to cheat, though. I'll let you know what it's about so you can think. I want to get your top 10 NBA players, but according to 2K 2025. Not like what you think the top, but like, give me the top 10 players, and we'll see if you can get the top 10 that 2K actually thinks are the top 10 players in the league. I looked at the list myself. I actually kind of agree with it for the most part. Maybe a few things I would change, but I'm going to see if you can get all 10. We'll do that next. Don't go anywhere. What's brewing? Chancellor Brewington. Also, shout out Matt Rule. Walked by earlier. He's not afraid of the cold out here. It's miserable outside, and I haven't seen anybody all night. First person I see is actually Matt Rule out here walking in the freezing tundra. So shout out to the head coach getting it done here late at night on Tuesday. We'll throw it to break. Chancellor Brewington, Harrison Arns. What's brewing? Chancellor Brewington. Talk to you in a little bit.
Golfing in 72 degrees and perfect conditions in Nebraska doesn't seem possible but it is. Double Eagle Golf is your escape from the bone-chilling cold outside and a reason to keep your clubs out year-round. Book a bay with some friends for a weekend or come by for golf and happy hour on a weekday. Spring leagues begin in February. Get signed up today. That's all at Double Eagle Golf inside the Kinetic Sports Complex at West O Street. Online at doubleeagle.golf. Wall-to-Wall Wine & Spirits is your place in North Lincoln to go for all your needs in wine, spirits, and beer. They also have a large variety of cigars in their walk-in humidor, and they have a top-notch walk-in, temperature-controlled, high-end wine bar. Plus, you can enjoy free samples from their tasting bar. There's only one place to go for all your needs for wine, beer, spirits, and cigars. Wall-to-Wall Wine & Spirits on North 27th Street in Lincoln.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Underground, who has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white trucks, you know the baddest dudes in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built on hard work, authentic people, and pedigree of success. Bauer, a family-friendly company who reminds you, go Big Red!
Salt Mine City is now open at 8th and R in the Haymarket. Come check out Lincoln's newest brewery with 12 beers on tap, including the popular Single Axle Light American Lager, Brick Street Amber Wheat, and so many more. There's daily drink specials like $1 off Moscow Mules on Tuesdays, $6 IPAs on Fridays, and $6 Bloody Marys on Saturdays. Stop by Tuesday through Thursday from 4 to 9 p.m., Fridays 4 to 11 p.m., Saturdays 11 a.m. to 11 p.m., and Sundays from noon to 8 p.m. It's Salt Mine City, Lincoln's newest brewery at 8th and R.
Landmark Implement, your John Deere dealer, invites you to their annual sprayer clinic at the Buffalo County Fairgrounds in Kearney on February 5th and 6th. This hands-on event offers expert training on John Deere and Hagee sprayers, covering topics such as machine maintenance, spray tip selection, and exact apply technology. New this year, classes on autonomy preparation, see and spray, and variable rate operation. Don't miss this opportunity, February 5th and 6th in Kearney. Learn more at landmarkimp.com/events.
Ever wish you had another light switch on the other side of the room on a dark night? How much better would you sleep at night if you had a ceiling fan in your room? The High Electric Service Department is here to make your electrical what-ifs a reality. Whether you're looking to replace some outdated light fixtures or brighten up your counters with under-cabinet lighting, High Electric can handle all types of residential electrical installations and services. Give Erica a call at 402-466-6606 or visit high-electric.com to get started. Husker fans, this season, Nebraska is celebrating 50 years of Husker women's basketball, and they need you to help celebrate. You've shown up for women's hoops from the start and continue to prove that Nebraska fans really are the best in the nation. On Sunday, January 26th, the Huskers face Big Ten opponent Ohio State, and they're calling on all Husker fans to help pack PBA so they can celebrate 50 years of Husker women's hoops together. Get your tickets now and be a part of this historic season. For event and ticket information, go to huskers.com/tickets.
Having diabetes doesn't have to ruin your new year. Join a Nebraska-supported program like Living Well with Diabetes. You'll learn how to manage your symptoms, feel more confident, and reduce stress about your diagnosis. Search Nebraska Living Well with Diabetes and click on the DHHS Healthy Living Programs page to learn more. Paid for by the Nebraska Department of Health and Human Services, aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
In every office, there's two types of people. There are those who bring in bagels and those who eat the bagels that someone else brought in. Everybody likes the first person. Be that first person. Weekday mornings at 7:30, you have a chance to win a business box of bagels from Bagels & Joe. All you have to do is shut up, Sipple. 2 questions for you, 2 for Sip. Win, and the bagels are yours. Lose, well, you don't want to lose.
You lost Monday, you lost Wednesday, you're a loser.
Shut up, Sipple. Weekday mornings at 7:30, brought to you by Bagels & Joe.
Back to What's Brewing with Chancellor Brewington on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, welcome back in. Second segment, What's Brewing with Chancellor Brewington. 402-464-5685. You guys want to join in? I got a little bit of trivia here. NBA 2K trivia. Trying to figure out who do they see as the top 10 players in today's NBA in the year of 2025. I got the list in front of me. Chancellor Brewington, I don't care. You don't have to give me the order. You don't have to give me the exact ranking. I just want to see if it's able to get all 10 with limited hints as possible.
All right. Okay, so no rank. I think Giannis would be in there.
Yep, Giannis is there, and I'll give you where they are ranked just so you kind of get an idea on the ballpark.
Okay, yeah.
So Giannis is actually number 2, higher than I thought, but he's a number 92 at number 2. Not 92. He is 2 overall with a 98 overall rating.
Okay. Let's go. Yes, let's go Jokic.
Yeah, number 1. You knew who's going to be there. Number 1 overall, also a 98 overall rating. Ironically, his 3-point shot rating, 92. and it's about right.
You know, let's go. Leading scorer in NBA. Let's go Shea Gill.
Number 3. Nice start. You got 1, 2, 3 right off the bat. Shea Gilgeous. You got all 3 98 overall players. Shea Gilgeous is the last and final overall 98 player at number 3.
Okay, so I got those 3. If I'm just thinking off top, my mind goes to here's where it gets tough. I mean, the Embiid conversation, Tatum.
Are these guesses or
no? So let's go Tatum.
Tatum. Got him. He's in there at number 7, 95 overall rating.
Oh, jeez. Okay. Tatum 7. Okay. Let's sneak in Embiid.
10. You got Joel Embiid all the way down
wow.
at number 10, the very cutoff with a 94 overall rating. 0 misses so far. I'm impressed. You got 1, 2, 3, 7, and 10. You're missing 4, 5, 8, 9. Or 4, 5, 6, 8, and 9.
Okay, this is super serious.
Right now, you're 5 for 5.
I'm 5 for 5 right now.
Uh-huh.
And my mind goes to, are we still respecting Curry? So the lowest is 94.
Yeah, at Joel Embiid.
There's no way Curry's lower than that.
Is that a guess?
Yes.
Curry's in there. Number 6, 95 overall rating. 6 for 6.
LeBron.
LeBron James, number 5, 96 overall rating.
Okay.
7 for 7.
Well,
We got 3 left.
Lowest is a 94.
Mm-hmm.
Now we're getting dicey because now you got some names.
Yeah, I can't believe. Go ahead.
Now you got like guys like Ant Edwards. I go to AD. I go to, gosh, here's the trickster. Do they give Jaylen Brown a 95? Do they give Jaylen Brown a 95? Let's go. What's the lowest? Is 94 Joel Embiid, right?
Yep.
Lord. Ah, Harrison. This is tough. Let's go. Luka.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Thank you. Luka, number 4, 96 overall rating.
Okay, so what do I got right now?
You are missing the 5 and the 8 and the 9.
5 and 8 and 9.
And you just said
Bron's
Luka.
in there.
That's 4. Luka's on 96.
Can we go KD?
Kevin Durant, number 8, 95 overall rating. 2 more.
Okay. Are we missing a 9?
You're missing 9.
Okay, so what is KD though?
KD is a 95 overall rating. Joel Embiid is a 94. Joel Embiid at 10. Kevin Durant, 95. Number 9.
So just hear my thought process. This is what's going on in my mind right now. Okay, so I'm thinking about Devin Booker. My mind goes to Devin Booker. Why does it go there? Because he's a dog, and I think the Devin Booker disrespect is consistent though. So I don't know if I can go him. I need a guy that is a 94 overall player. My mind also goes to Jalen Brunson. Do you think they give him respect? I don't know. Is there a shooter out there that I'm missing? So I'm missing number 5 or 6.
You're missing 5 and 9.
So 5 is a well-known guy, MVP caliber guy. I mean, the best players in the league right now are, Jokic, Shea. Did I say Shea Gill?
Yeah, you got Jokic, you got Giannis, and you got Shea and Luka. That's 1, 2, 3, 4.
I got Bron, Steph.
You got Steph already. You said Steph Curry at 6.
And I got KD. Okay.
So I don't know if you got 8. You got Jokic, Giannis, Shea, Luka, Steph, Tatum, Durant, and Embiid. Those are the 8 that you got right. You're missing 2 more.
Okay. Let's throw out. I should know this is bad, huh?
This is crazy right now.
That I don't know this.
I did not expect it to go this way.
That I missed this one?
Yeah.
Let's go AD.
AD at 9. There's no way. AD at number 9. 95 overall. You're missing one guy. You're missing what is ranked the 5th best player in the NBA. Listen to me. You have Jokic, Giannis, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, Luka Doncic, Steph Curry, Tatum, Kevin Durant, Anthony Davis, Joel Embiid. You're missing one guy. I'm about to break a blood vessel. I'm losing my mind.
What's going on right now, bruh?
You don't deserve a single hint either. If you don't get this by the end of the show, I'm still not telling you.
Okay, no. I just have to think through this. Let me just think through it.
Definitely do that.
Okay, so best players
frustrating.
in the NBA. Bigs. Let's go bigs first. I mean, you got Jokic, you got Embiid, you got Giannis,
Mm-hmm.
you got AD.
Yep, all on the list.
You got Wemby. Wemby's probably like a 92-ish. Okay, so then let's go power forward. Gosh, power forward is kind of a slim list right now.
They're getting older, right? You're looking at like Paul George's, the Kawhi Leonard's. It's an older group, still stars.
Let's go threes though. Okay, so you got Tatum, Bron, KD, Kawhi, Paul George.
You got
really.
Tatum and KD already on the list.
Dude, this is okay. What about shooting guard? Is there a shooting guard? Oh, it is shooting guard. It has to be shooting guard.
I don't know if you're catching this. Let me say the names again. I'm going to go 10 to 1. Joel Embiid at 10. Anthony Davis at 9. Kevin Durant at 8. Jason Tatum at 7. Steph Curry at 6. Skip, you don't know it yet. Number 4, you have Luka Doncic. Number 3, you have Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Number 2, you have Giannis Antetokounmpo. And number 1, you have Nikola Jokic.
Whoa!
You got those
Wait, I thought I said LeBron.
LeBron, yes, thank you. 5. You didn't ever
I
say
said LeBron. I did say LeBron.
I read the list to you 10 times. I'm telling you, those people you got. You went on a trend. Like, let's think power forwards. We got Kevin Durant. We got Bron. You weren't locking in the answer.
I thought I said Bron already. Dang.
Okay. At least
so I went 10 for 10.
Yeah, that's 10 for 10. Especially if you thought you said LeBron already. Then yeah, you got all 10.
Did you do this with DeMornay?
Yeah, he wasn't as good. He was actually crazy good at I think he only got about like 5 for 5.
Okay.
Underestimated some guys. He oddly enough was fantastic at guessing just outside the top 10. Who's number 11? And you said the name already.
Anthony Edwards.
Nope. Victor Wembanyama. Can you guess what his overall rating is already?
94, I'm guessing.
Yeah, it's a 94 already.
I'm guessing it's like Ant, D-Book.
And is 12. Yep. Anthony Edwards is 12.
D-Book, Jaylen Brown, Jalen Brunson.
That's 11, 12, 13, 14. Right there. Jaylen Brown, 17.
15, Tyler Halliburton, whatever.
Tyrese Halliburton.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. He's He's actually not as high as you think he'd be. He's really not listed very high. He's all the way down at 33 with an 88 overall rating.
Come on.
You can't tell me. Don't get me wrong. I like Cade Cunningham. You can't tell me he's a 90. And Tyrese is an 88.
Cade Cunningham?
Like, he's a good player, but I did just watch
John Morant. Is John in there?
Yeah, he's all the way at 19 with a 92 overall rating. 2K, I will say, punishes you if you just like have an out.
Yeah.
Especially if you're not like a LeBron James or a Kevin Durant or a Steph Curry. Like, if you've been out for a while, they're gonna make you earn it back. Mm-hmm. Like, if you're LeBron, you're gonna be just constantly sitting there pretty. This will be fun.
That's so crazy.
We only got a few minutes left.
10%.
What do you think Jokic was when he first got to the league in 2K16?
Oh, Lord. This is probably 76.
68.
60. That has to be one of the highest jumps ever.
68 to today, 98 overall. And he really should be 99. The fact that he's not 99 is just, I don't know what he's got to do. What do you think Giannis was when he first got to the league in 2K15?
Oh. 59, 62 or something. 62.
This is actually the biggest jump. A 60 overall to today. He's had, I think he's had a 99, but he's a 98 overall this year.
Going from 60 to the cover.
Yeah, and I don't know what LeBron was when he first got to the league. He was probably like obviously highly rated already. Actually, I don't even know
like
if looked
80.
Like that.
Yeah. Who knows? They were probably playing NBA Live back then.
It probably was NBA Live. With that being said, though, that top 10, like 2K, I'm not gonna clown them. Like, they do take a lot of time, and it's when you actually look at the list, like, I don't hate it. Anything within that top 10 that you'd move around? Orderly now, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I probably bump.
I'll tell you right now, I'm kicking Joel Embiid out.
Yeah, I was gonna say, but I don't know who would I replace him with.
I wouldn't put Victor in at 10. I think I'd put Ant.
Yeah, Ant with a 94, I wouldn't be, or 95, 94, I wouldn't be mad at that. Honestly, bump AD down. I would put Ant at 94, AD at 10, with like a 93, put Victor Wembanyama at like a 92, Joel Embiid at like a 93.
Yeah, I'm good with that. Otherwise, I don't. LeBron James at 5. It is kind of weird for me, but I don't even. I think he should be higher. This is a guy who constantly denies LeBron James height. This year's been unreal.
Do. It's like you have a vendetta against him.
Hey, to be fair, like for guys who have vendettas against LeBron James, I give him more flowers than anybody else that has vendettas against that guy. Like I do. I'm not gonna die on the hill.
As of lately.
Well, you got to acknowledge when it's good. USA Olympics opened my eyes a little bit. I'll say that.
Yeah, last year around this time, it was alarming the things you were saying about LeBron.
That's crazy. You couldn't even. I got nothing to say about that. Considering you're the guy that's got his birthday memorized, you couldn't even pick him down for the top 10 on NBA 2K. I thought you were
crazy. That's crazy. That is crazy because I definitely said his name.
You did? Yeah, you just didn't quite hit the finalize answer button. Nonetheless, LeBron James, I'm sure he's very disappointed listening down there in LA. We got to throw it to break. Brewington, I'll let you tease it. What do you want to talk about on the third and final segment?
Man, I did this list with Bach. I would love to do it with you, man. Since we're on the topic of lists, let's go top 10 Nebraska football players from the last 10 years.
Oh, that's a good one. Okay. We can definitely do that to wrap things up. You said top 10?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we'll do that next. Top 10. And another quick score update before we throw it to break here. Again, apologies, we don't got UConn and Creighton on, but there's still plenty of time left. Over 11 minutes in that second half. It's a close one. UConn actually leading it now 53-50. We'll throw the break here. We'll talk to you guys on the other side and talk top 10 Huskers in the past 10 years, 20 years.
10 years. So
okay, top 10 Huskers in the past 10 years, 2015 to 2025.
Longevity does not matter.
Okay, that's fair. Good to know. Don't go anywhere. You guys can join in as well on the Starter Heyman text line. All that next.
Golfing in 72 degrees in perfect conditions in Nebraska doesn't seem possible in the winter, but it is. Double Eagle Golf is your escape from the bone-chilling cold outside and a reason to keep your clubs out year-round. Book a bay with some friends for a weekend or come by for golf and happy hour on a weekday. Spring leagues begin in February. Get signed up today. That's all at Double Eagle Golf inside the Kinetic Sports Complex at West O Street. Online at doubleeagle.golf. Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits is your place in North Lincoln to go for all your needs in wine, spirits, and beer. They also have a large variety of cigars in their walk-in humidor, and they have a top-notch walk-in, temperature-controlled, high-end wine bar. Plus, you can enjoy free samples from their tasting bar. There's only one place to go for all your needs for wine, beer, spirits, and cigars. Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits on North 27th Street in Lincoln.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Underground, who has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white trucks, you know the baddest dudes in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built on hard work, authentic people, and pedigree of success. Bauer, a family-friendly company who reminds you, go Big Red!
Salt Mine City is now open at 8th and R in the Haymarket. Come check out Lincoln's newest brewery with 12 beers on tap, including the popular Single Axle Light American Lager, Brick Street Amber Wheat, and so many more. There's daily drink specials like $1 off Moscow Mules on Tuesdays, $6 IPAs on Fridays, and $6 Bloody Marys on Saturdays. Stop by Tuesday through Thursday from 4 to 9 p.m., Fridays 4 to 11 p.m., Saturdays 11 a.m. to 11 p.m., and Sundays from noon to 8 p.m. It's Salt Mine City, Lincoln's newest brewery at 8th and R.
Landmark Implement, your John Deere dealer, invites you to their annual sprayer clinic at the Buffalo County Fairgrounds in Kearney on February 5th and 6th. This hands-on event offers expert training on John Deere and Hagie sprayers, covering topics such as machine maintenance, spray tip selection, and exact apply technology. New this year, classes on autonomy preparation, see and spray, and variable rate operation. Don't miss this opportunity, February 5th and 6th in Kearney. Learn more at landmarkimp.com/events.
Ever wish you had another light switch on the other side of the room on a dark night? How much better would you sleep at night if you had a ceiling fan in your room? The High Electric Service Department is here to make your electrical what-ifs a reality. Whether you're looking to replace some outdated light fixtures or brighten up your counters with under-cabinet lighting, High Electric can handle all types of residential electrical installations and services. Give Erica a call at 402-466-6606 or visit high-electric.com to get started. Husker fans, this season, Nebraska is celebrating 50 years of Husker women's basketball, and they need you to help celebrate. You've shown up for women's hoops from the start and continue to prove that Nebraska fans really are the best in the nation. On Sunday, January 26th, the Huskers face Big Ten opponent Ohio State, and they're calling on all Husker fans to help pack PVA so they can celebrate 50 years of Husker women's hoops together. Get your tickets now and be a part of this historic season. For event and ticket information, go to huskers.com/tickets.
Having diabetes doesn't have to ruin your new year. Join a Nebraska-supported program like Living Well with Diabetes. You'll learn how to manage your symptoms, feel more confident, and reduce stress about your diagnosis. Search Nebraska Living Well with Diabetes and click on the DHHS Healthy Living Programs page to learn more. Paid for by the Nebraska Department of Health and Human Services, aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
In every office, there's two types of people. There are those who bring in bagels and those who eat the bagels that someone else brought in. Everybody likes the first person. Be that first person. Weekday mornings at 7:30, you have a chance to win a business box of bagels from Bagels & Joe. All you have to do is shut up, Sipple. 2 questions for you, 2 for Sip. Win, and the bagels are yours. Lose, well, you don't want to lose.
You lost Monday. You lost Wednesday. You're a loser.
Shut up, Sipple. Weekday mornings at 7:30, brought to you by Bagels & Joe.
Back to What's Brewing with Chancellor Brewington on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, welcome back in. A final segment. What's Brewing with Chancellor Brewington? We're going to go through I'll tell you what, this is a hell of a starting point trying to go through this list. Best Huskers since 2015 in the last 10 years. Really kind of the start of some of the rough goings here at Nebraska. But there's some unsung heroes throughout these years. As going through this list, I was trying to pick them out here. Give me your first pick. Top 10 Huskers since 2015.
Let's go Super Bowl winner Cam Jurgens.
Yeah, that's a layup.
That's
where I
pretty
was
easy.
gonna go to. And these are in no order for me, by the way.
We can't. That'd be chaotic.
I'll throw in Trey Palmer.
Okay.
Unreal receiver. I know it was a short stint, but damn, he put up some records.
Okay. I'll go Cam Taylor-Britt.
I was going to go Cam Taylor-Britt as well. What do you think about a guy like Omar Brown? I don't know if it's top 10, but he was a solid player for the Huskers. And I know it's like, 2023 is when he left?
Omar Brown. Okay, yeah. Safety?
Yeah, he's nice. Like, kind of got forgotten about, but he was really good for us.
Really good. That's what you're going with?
I think so. Off the spot, there's other guys I'm gonna go with. He might fall off the top 10. I'm gonna have a lot of honorable mentions. A real guy that does belong on there is Adrian. I don't care what you say about it. He belongs on that list.
Yeah, I think so. Here's where it's about to get interesting because I think you take you go a different direction here. I think so. My mind goes to. I think on this list, you have to put Samori Toure on this list for at some time because you talk. I don't care about longevity. I mean, I say just impact and production and meaning, right? I think Samari is in there. So I'll go. My list right now is Cam Jurgens. I'm stealing Trey Palmer too. I'll go CTB, Cam Taylor-Britt at 3, and I'll go Samari Toure at 4. And I don't think that's crazy. I think you can make an argument that he could be there if he would have stayed there for 2 or 3 years. I mean, you would have probably talked about him the same way you talk about Trey Palmer in a way.
Yeah, no, he's a Chicago Bear now too, so it double checks out in my book. He used to be a Green Bay Packer. That made me sick. He's now a Chicago Bear, converted to the proper ways, and now gets to go catch some awesome passes from Caleb Williams. He is good though. I mean, I'm a little bit disappointed in his NFL career because it looked like he actually was like one of the better weapons with the Green Bay Packers in situations where Aaron Rodgers and him were kind of on the same page, and then Rodgers left and just hasn't really gotten that shot again. I do think he's good enough. He'll get more opportunities. But that one just kind of stung a little bit. Even though he's a Green Bay Packer, he was building a connection with Rodgers. And, if Rodgers was younger, I'm sure Rodgers would give him a call down the road. Because those guys, for whatever reason, seem to have a real good connection with each other. I also got Cam Taylor-Britt. I do got Samari Toure. Got Cam Jurgens. I threw in Omar Brown. This one, do you throw in a guy? Well, okay, real quick. I'm just going to put in there. There's no question. Ty Robinson, Nash. Those guys belong. They were just so impactful.
I'll take Ty Robinson on my list.
Okay, you leaving Nash out for now?
Yeah.
What about a guy like Garrett Nelson? I don't know if it's top 10.
I'll go after Ty. I'll go JoJo.
JoJo Doman's yeah. I'm stealing that. I forgot about JoJo, but he belongs. Travis Vokolek.
Then I'll go Austin Allen before him.
I'm gonna take Vokolek. I'd have to look at the stats on that one. That's actually, I think that might be raised within margin.
Big Ten tight end of the year. 700 yards in a year. Broke all the Nebraska records.
I'll just take Jack Stoll. I'll do that.
Okay, make it neutral.
Mm-hmm. So what do I got? I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yeah, I think I gotta go number 8 right here. Let's go. Yeah,
I got mine locked in. I'll give you more defense. Ben Stilley.
Oh, my brother-in-law. There we go.
I wasn't even trying there. But the 2015 era is weird because you're kind of trying to find the stars that were gutting it out.
Malik Collins.
Who would you say?
Malik Collins?
Maybe. I'm trying to remember some iconic plays. I'll put him in there. Honorable mention for now. He might sneak up in
Wait,
there.
is Nate Gary? Nate Gary works, right? Or is that 2014? Nate Gary. Wait, hold on. I gotta look.
I think he was after that because Amir Abdullah's last year was 2014 and Gary was there well after.
Yeah. So not Nate Gary. You took Ben, so we got Ben on there.
Here's one. I want to hear your thoughts on this. Khalil Davis. Actually, he might.
That's not bad right there.
What was his senior year? He's definitely in. I'm trying to think of when his senior year was.
I want to say 2016.
Okay, I'm gonna rock with him. Unsung hero, Vincent Valentine. I think he's not in though. I think he's well before the cutoff.
That's funny. What's his face? Bach put him in there too.
He's so good, man. Underrated player.
Khalil Davis. I have to throw him in there, and that his last year was 2019.
Yeah, he was. Khalil Davis definitely belongs then. So that's
10. Let's go honorable mention list just to wrap this up.
I don't even have Quentin Newsom on my list. He belongs.
Yeah, that's Q. A sleeper that I think people forget about sometimes is Deontay Williams. Safety.
Didn't even think about him.
Great player. I think honestly, running back. I'm gonna butcher his name, and he was not. He was there before me.
Divino Zigbo, man.
Yeah.
Damn. I am completely leaving like the offense outside of this because the defense has kind of been
Stanley Morgan.
Yeah, he's a good one. Definitely belongs.
You got some really good players. I mean, I didn't say Stilly. You said Stilly. I would, of course, put Stilly in there. Gosh.
O'Shawn Mathis. No, I'm just kidding. Maybe if he was like for TCU, like after the fact, when he was at Nebraska, he was drafted for what he did at TCU, so he doesn't count because he just didn't have it going at Nebraska for whatever reason, and that's why I threw in Nelson, because Nelson actually somehow like became the guy for that team. Like there was a definite need to get some sort of pressure, and it was actually Nelson providing it, not the guy that we paid a bunch of money for in the portal.
Yeah, it seems like you. Never mind. Oh man!
I donate to the university, Bach. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I'm about to say.
Like, I don't got any ill will against that guy. I hope he kills it in the NFL. He went to Nebraska. We took a chance on him. Didn't work out.
Super Bowl.
What happens?
You won a Super Bowl.
Yeah, that's right.
You won a Super Bowl.
That's
Pinnacle.
our guy. We trained him. That's what happens
right?
when you have Huskers. You get Super Bowls. Just to take a complete 180 on that. We got to wrap things up here. You got any other honorable mentions you want to get out before we wrap things up?
Yeah, hopefully nobody sees this. Honestly, this might be crazy for some folks. No, I'm not going to do that. I was just saying, like, Casey Thompson, if healthy, I'm throwing him in there. When healthy, I'm throwing Casey Thompson in there.
Yeah, I'm playing the out music right now. It's not that I don't like him. It's like he just didn't get the opportunity. Otherwise, I think I get what you're saying in time.
Anthony Grant, would you throw Anthony Grant in there?
Maybe. I'm going to have to wiggle it out. There's a lot of really good defensive, like corners, safeties. I even left off some running backs that I don't feel great about. So like maybe he's one of them. I don't know. That's going to wrap it up. We're going to have to revisit this because we definitely pissed some people off.
I'm sorry if we left your favorite Husker out there.
That's going to do it. What's Brewing with Chancellor Brewington. Appreciate you guys listening as always. And hopefully, we can get this UConn game up before it ends. And if you're lucky, there'll be some overtime. Maybe you can catch that on the brick and mortar. Chancellor Brewington, appreciate it as always. I'll talk to you again on Thursday after the Husker Hoops postgame show.